we're doing it right now.
So, people get creative with their free speech. The pen is mightier than people come together and they have a unified voice, and perhaps they use an instrument like this.
All lifestyles.
Yeah.
Everybody's welcome here.
Yeah. This is the place to express yourself.
Yeah, we are total freedom of expression. We do not have the first right of refusal. So it will air. Trust me, it will air. And then if the people don't like it and they see it on TV and they complain about you, the buck stops with you, the producer.
Really, truly, no censorship.
No censorship.
Wow.
Yeah. This is free speech, freedom of religion, freedom of press. It's going to be a real
and I also
how the sausage is made piece.
I guess this is the perfect time for me to announce performing an essential function right here. This week on the Vic Meier Show, we're visiting Access Humboldt to learn all about them and the ways that they serve the community of Humboldt County, not to mention taking advantage of your First Amendment right, all by doing so right here at Access Humboldt.
Let's say 60.
Back to where they were?
Yeah, back to where they were.
Okay.
Christina, thank you very much for spending some time with us, and thank you for allowing me in here to Access Humboldt.
Okay, well, we are your local community media center. And so what that means is anyone from the community can come in and be on TV, radio, podcasting, and learn all about broadcast and what we do here.
Available to any community member as long as they pay the nominal fee of $50 a year?
Yeah, it's just $50 a year. And students and seniors can get in for just $25, and veterans too.
Right on.
And so not only do we do your public channels, we also do your government channels and your education channels. So all those government meetings that you see on TV, that's us. We are not PBS.
Okay.
We are public access. So PBS and NPR, they get national material, and they license that and distribute that.
Democracy Now!
Yeah, that's actually an international show.
Yeah.
So we do have some things like that, but it's not like PBS where we license something from.
But it's not just some rinky-dink little closet operation. You have a great set of equipment
we are
here.
A professional television station.
This could, in my opinion, in some smaller markets, this could compete with a lot of the PBS programming that you will see, because there is such an active and aware community here. So this is something people don't realize. This is your First Amendment right.
Yes.
At work.
Yeah, this is free speech, freedom of religion, freedom of press, delivered to you, but by our government when they allowed cable companies to dig or attach to poles throughout the community. They're using the public right of way, and so for a fee for that, they had to provide certain things back to the American people. And one of those things was PEG stations or PEG channels. So it's public education and government channels that ensure your rights as Americans. So you have the open government aspect on the government channels, you have education for all through your education channels, and you have free speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of press through your public access channels. So it really is a unique thing that people often don't know too much about, and they just kind of like see it as they're flipping through channels and not realizing exactly what that function is, and realizing that the function that you are seeing being enacted is what's important, not necessarily like the production quality on TV, right? So like we do not discriminate against community producers based on their ability to pay for high production quality, whereas a place like PBS might.
Anyone can submit their work to you for broadcast, right?
Yeah. If you give it to us in a format that we can use, we will air it.
Yeah, and without the $50 fee or any of that. That's just if you want to come in and use the equipment and be a part of this organization at some level, right? You get 8 hours.
We actually prefer that if people want to submit content, they do become a member, because it is only $50 a year.
A year, yeah.
And with that comes the benefits of the studio, one-on-one training, equipment loans. There's several.
If you're monetarily challenged, as I am right now,
We do have
it's-
scholarships.
Yeah, well, and there's no excuse for just getting started. You can get to the $50, but start producing, start making content, start speaking out. Everybody knows and is so in love with their Second Amendment right, but I can say for my purposes, having a voice and having something to say and using what is provided for you by law is, this is a great opportunity for anybody who has I guess there's still community decency guidelines we're going by as well, but outside of any of that sort of thing, this is the place to express yourself.
Yeah, we are total freedom of expression. We do not have the first right of refusal on your content. So it will air. Trust me, it will air. And then if the people don't like it and they see it on TV and they complain about you, the buck stops with you, the producer. So, yeah.
So really, truly, no censorship.
No censorship.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess it's diffused enough, I guess. Oh, go ahead and...
And wait, real fast, Nate.
story, yes.
You've been eluding your camera time. This is our broadcast central, right? Or
This is the control
Master
board for
control?
the television studio.
wow.
So
So
master
do you run
control.
all of the programming through this? Is this a technical master control or just for the studio?
This is just for the studio.
Okay.
Now, we do have several of these out in the field. So one of the things that we do here at Access Humboldt on our channels is we broadcast most of the civic meetings that go on. So board of supervisors, board of directors, fire departments, all sorts of those different civic meetings. We broadcast those live on our channels.
Including the roller derby girls?
The roller derby, that's a live broadcast. That's something that we produce ourselves, and we go out there and we live broadcast the roller derby. That's coming up too on September 27th, I think. But we have a TriCaster and master control board in all of the city halls, most of the city halls. So so when there's a meeting going on, we send somebody down there to do all the switching, and it goes straight up to our TV channels.
And my understanding was very limited involved with this whole thing because, when people think public access and what I got used to in the Eastern Sierra was Channel 12 as well, but it was just one guy with a camera running around. And Dan, I do love and respect
So
you.
that's
But
still good.
man, what would you
Good
do
TV.
with all of this?
Right?
Yeah, we've got a legendary person in Mammoth Lakes named Dan McConnell, who has held up the end of public broadcasting and public access for as long as I can remember. If you haven't checked out his channel,
Okay.
it's epic. It's like you remember those was it Adult Swim commercials? Watch our streams.
Yes.
He'll literally put on a stream and let you watch the stream.
That's great.
Right? I love that kind of
That's
stuff. It
actually-
inspires me.
That's something that we've been doing actually, and
Yeah, I saw
we're asking people, the community, filmmakers,
Yes.
and not for ambient footage of nature.
I saw that.
We
10
live
to
in
30 minutes.
10 to 30 minutes. Yeah,
Okay.
we live in such a gorgeous place. There's so many gorgeous areas around here.
People keep complimenting me on my photos. I'm like, I just pointed the camera.
Right? And that's the other. So we have a couple of ambient footage videos that we are broadcasting right now on our channels. And the funny thing is I always thought, when we first started this idea, I always thought, well, who would watch that? That's just boring is what I thought. Well, here I am watching Access Humboldt, and the ambient footage video comes on, and I can't turn away. I'm sitting there watching it. Nothing's happening. I'm just listening to birds and watching the flowers flow in the wind, and I can't take my eyes off it.
It's some
It
of
was
my
amazing.
favorite programming. My family grew up watching CBS Sunday mornings as a family growing up, and we still, at a distance watch it together. One of the things we love is the moment of nature because my parents are huge on nature. And turns out, according to CBS News, that's one of their more popular segments across all broadcasting. And I'm like, why is it just a minute or so, like at the end of a show? Yeah, I love what you get a chance to do here. And I will be submitting. I have some ambient footage that I want to submit already.
Sweet.
But when I saw that, it'd be great to win some money. But at the same time, I just love going out and shooting how beautiful it is around here. So, yeah.
And it's never ending.
And we can actually sit back and enjoy something we produced, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's kind of the beauty of it
Yeah.
all.
Public
Anyway,
access. Everybody is welcome.
Thank you so much, Nate. I
All
appreciate you
viewpoints.
spending time with me.
All lifestyles.
Yeah.
Everybody's welcome here.
Yep. Well, I love that because you've heard me say it before. Just don't be a dick.
And do fun shit.
Yeah, do fun shit. I love that.
I love that. Don't be a dick and do fun shit.
I have a feeling that's going to make it into the end of the year reel.
Those are just 2 sentences to live by.
All right, one more time.
Do fun shit. Don't be a dick.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Nate.
Much love.
In that too. Thank
Equipment
you.
closet.
The equipment closet. All of you video files out there, please take note of the vast array of opportunity that exists in the small building. There's your editing bays over there.
Yeah, we got kind of a mess right now. We were donated a bunch of new equipment, new cool devices.
Yeah.
And so I'm cataloging them. And,
Those are all digital interfaces, aren't they?
Yeah, there's a couple different versions of them. Again, they're new to us, so I'm going through them, playing around with them, seeing what they do. This is the Libby Maynard Podcast Studio, as you can see by the plaque over there that we had made. Libby Maynard was one of the founders of Access Humboldt. We decided to honor her and she's still with us. So it's not
Okay,
like
good. I was like,
yeah. It's not
Aw.
a sad thing. It's a positive thing. We wanted
Excellent.
to show our appreciation for her as a founder and named the podcast studio after her, the Libby Maynard Podcast Studio. And this is made to be as simple as possible. You don't need to have any experience in audio or video to come in here and record your voice.
I'll step behind here real fast just so people can get a view of that. But yeah, I mean, all the things you need.
We can get up to
Microphone and the
four
extenders.
microphones in here.
And then we run a little video at the same time because you don't want to
For
lose
those
out.
who are doing podcasts, we often encourage them to do a video element as well to their podcast. That way it can go up on our TV channels and our radio station. However, like I said, we encourage folks.
Yeah, you don't have
We
to do
don't
anything.
make them do it.
Yeah.
There are some people who don't want to be on television. I get it. My father always told me I had a face for radio. So that's why I do radio. But there's always a video element to it if you want to be on local cable.
What moves one person auditorially may move another person visually
Totally.
because we all accept
all
information in
intake it.
different ways. Yeah.
That's what I was just about to say. That's right. Exactly.
You can see why I'm here. I mean, there's a lot of commonality. I really love what they're doing here. And Nate, I don't know, just felt like a kindred spirit when we met.
The San Diego boys.
Yeah, that has something to do with it. 619.
That's
I'm
right.
Gordon Clatworthy.
And you are?
I work at Access Humboldt. I'm the marketing and outreach coordinator, but I also help with several productions. I don't know. It's a small team, so we all work.
All hands.
Yeah.
All hands. But what do you got for me, Gordon?
Oh, well, we've got the KZZH LP, that's low power, 96.7 FM.
And
radio
for the
station.
layperson out there, what does low power mean? That is a more restrictive FCC license?
Well, let me ask Matt Knight, our station manager.
Yeah, low power FM is restricted to 100 watts maximum, depending on where it's located and other stations that you might interfere with. And we are operating at 100 watts. We have our studio here, you just saw, and then our transmitter is located on the municipal auditorium.
Gotcha.
So our antenna's on the roof of that building.
And you're also on the internet as well,
Also
right?
on the internet, kzzh.accesshumboldt.net. Get us anywhere in the world.
One more time.
kzzh.accesshumboldt.net. Most of it is produced by your friends and neighbors, and we're always looking for people to produce stuff for the radio station.
Well, I cannot wait to sit down in the radio station booth again. It's been a very long time for me, so.
Yeah. We don't do music at the current time. We could do royalty-free music, which, of course, but we just don't have a licensing. So we don't have the ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC licenses, which probably cost us about $1,200 a year, but we just currently don't have the money for that. And speaking of money,
Yes.
if anybody out there wants to become an underwriter of KZZH, get in touch with me, Matt, M-A-T-T, at accesshumboldt.net, or Gordon, who
Yeah.
you know. And,
Well, I'll include links for all of the information so that people can follow down the rabbit hole. And
yeah, if you go to accesshumboldt.net, then there's a link to the radio station there.
And so, people get creative with their free speech. And the pen is mightier than the sword, or the word is mightier than the gun, if you ask me. So I think
I
that
agree.
when people come together and they have a unified voice, and perhaps they use an instrument like this to have that unified voice, that's what really affects change.
I agree. That's what drew me to journalism in the first place. I view myself in my line of work as someone who's able to like look through the BS and discern a livable answer, because oftentimes you have to look at someone who's had a drink or two and decide whether or not they need another drink or two.
Right, yeah.
Or like sometimes people don't need one at all if they're too angry or too upset anyway. The point being is that being that I've been so concerned with people throughout my life, being a server or whatever else, when I got to journalism school, it became very apparent to me that this is an opportunity to be like an unofficial fourth branch of government and an actual watchdog to call out the things that you see wrong and that you would like to change. So I can't,
that is the
this thing
press's
starts to
function,
fall.
right? Like that
Yeah.
is the function of the press, is to keep the government accountable,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You're kind of like the tattletales.
I call it calling BS, but
Yeah, there we go. You're the
well, yours
BS
is a little
choker.
bit more amicable, but yeah, no, I do love calling BS, and
Yeah.
that started way back in college with my love of journalism and my interest in journalism school. So with that being said, I am so excited to be a part of this, and I guess this is the perfect time for me to announce to the rest of you that now, if you want to enjoy the Vic Meier Show, you can do so on Access Humboldt.
Yes.
I'm so excited about it too.
Yeah.
It's been a lifelong goal to be more involved in the media here. I graduated from college and I ran off to the city, and I really missed the opportunity to be involved, but also Maj, I don't know if you remember Joel Agnew, but he was such a huge influence on my whole shtick. So if you see a little bit of that and it reminds you of Joel, guilty.
Well, what is it? Flattery is the purest form of
Imitation is the purest form of
imitation
flattery.
and flattery. That's what it was.
I got where you're going with that. Thank you so much, Christina. I really appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you, and
Yeah.
good luck with your show.
Well, we're going to do this together. This place is going to rise. We're going to raise up the Vic Meier Show, and as they say, in a field full of flowers, every bud blooms.
I like that. That is a great analogy.
Well, thank you very much.
All right. Well,
Oh, and while I have you here, if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, the notifications bell, go over to Access Humboldt, do the same things for them. Crush the like button.
smash it.
I'm glad we're joking about that. Anyway, thank you very much for your support. It does go a long way, and it does help our dreams come to fruition. Much love, everybody.
Thank you once again for tuning into the Vic Meier Show, now available on Access Humboldt Public Media, accesshumboldt.net, the YouTube channel, across all the socials, and of course, every week that I can,
Okay.
right
As
here
long
on
as we're having
YouTube.
fun,
We're
right?
doing it together.
Much love,
Well,
everybody.
Same
we're gonna.
Okay.
I'll ping pong it over to you.
Okay.
Christina, thank you very much for having me. I had a great time here at Access Humboldt, and I can't wait to do more, show more, and be more for you. But in the meantime, when you're out there on the roads,
Stay between the lines.
look out for Smokey,
Look out for Smokey.
because
He's looking out for you.
yes, they are. And as always, thank you for allowing me to entertain you. Presumably, this is the Vic Meier Show. Well, when I can. Thank you very much. So you're in there.
Okay. Well, if you're recording, I want to point out some of the lighting. So we have our two main lights are coming down right here.
Yeah.
And then we have our backlight, which is, creating this little crest on the outside that helps
Making me look
differentiate
good.
you.
That's what good lighting can do, is make an old guy like me look good.
It makes everybody look good. But yeah, this'll help you pop away from the background. And then in the background, here, we have our colored lights that are adding a splash of color to the backdrop, and they're hidden behind this prop that we're going to use for the back of the.
And this prop is for the show.
This is for the show. What's the show called? If your clothes
could
talk.
talk.
If your clothes.
Which will
could talk.
air in about a month or so from the time in which you're seeing this video, but I cannot wait to check that out because I'm a thrift store person, and I always wonder when I grab a new item.
Yeah.
A new to me item, that is.
Oh, there's so much. Yeah, and like, look at this. I actually, I'm doing there's a film being produced in Ferndale.
I saw that.
And it's like the 1930s. They're gonna have the old cars and everything, and they're gonna do like they're turning Ferndale into like Chicago.
There's something about, I don't know, whatever your version of dressing up is, or whatever your version of like your fancy or fun clothes are.
Yeah,
it feels good to be in them.
It does. That's why I think this show is gonna do really well.
Yeah, well, I'll be
Plus, the host is really personable. She's really passionate about it. She's really excited. It's going to be really good program.
And who is she again, if you don't mind me asking?
Vicky Radin.
I like the name.
She's works in a law office and wants to do a show about fashion.
We all bring our own expertise.
I was at work till very late last night, and it took me a while to get to sleep, so I'm still waking up at this moment. Gordon, thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
And that was Nate. Nate Dog just ran off.
I love Nate.
I was trying to introduce him, but we'll get around to him shortly. If you didn't notice, we're at Access
Hollywood, baby.
So when I worked at KUSI in San Diego, that was one of the shows I used to switch on Master Control every night. So it's so like, it's way back there in my brain, but it keeps jumping forward when I want to say Access Humboldt.
Access Humboldt, baby.
Yeah, baby. We're here at Access Humboldt. And
I said this is a Soviet SLR.
oh, really?
Made in the Soviet Union in the 70s.
How did you come across that?
It was donated to us.
Really?
A bunch of other camera equipment, including a 1915 60mm movie camera. But it weighs probably a good 10 pounds. Maybe more. This top opens up somehow, and you can look down into a viewfinder.
Oh, wow.
Just looking through the lens. But yeah, built like a Soviet tank.
Very cool. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, sure.
I'm performing an essential function right here.
You really are. You're killing it, man.
And I really hate being on camera too, so this is very hard on me.
I believe you.
I'm not used to seeing a big picture.
Yeah.
I'm struggling through my second tripod. This is the backup one. And so we're doing it right now, wherever you feel comfortable.
Well, let's have a better background.
Yes, I love that. But I'm always rolling because that's what I was taught in journalism school.
Oh, okay. This is going to be a real
Well, and I also
how
have
the sausage is made piece.
Well, and I also have my my outtakes that I like to use at the end if they're not too egregious.
Oh.
But I guess part of what I wanted to say, outside of the $50 or the $25, depending on what your cost would be, anyone can submit. Anyone in the Humboldt County area, or just anyone in general, can submit some work. Gosh, I am.
Yeah, anyone.
I'm dragging through today because I worked really late last night. Poor me. I was up serving people and having a good time. Too late, but let me gather my thoughts real fast here. Mm-hmm. Behind the scenes.
Yeah, setting up for one of our newest television programs called If Your Clothes Could Talk.
This week on the Vic Meier Show, we're visiting Access Humboldt to learn all about them and the way that. Welcome to my life.